So yeah, Armorous is perma-dead, 'cause the darkness.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually depresses me. Like, he...
Just goes to show, never underestimate the powers of darkness. Thanks to Armorous, we dodged a bullet, so to speak. But getting consumed by the vileness is a serious business. It's gonna take Enoch a while to recover. Let's just hope he can overcome his inner conflict. Enoch follows Nana into the darkness. Armorous manages to save them, but is consumed by the vileness.
So you'll notice that picture isn't the tower, it's some kind of weird winding road in the middle of nowhere. There's a reason for that.
I don't know, man. I'm still sad about Armorous. He was willing to dive into the pit.
Enoch!
A little disappointed that Lucifer could, like...
Calling him won't
save.
help.
What the hell?
Let's just hope he comes back soon.
So I want you to remember the phrase that Lucifer used, it's going to take him a while to recover. I want you to focus on that word. A while.
Vileness yet clings to you.
It's gonna be a couple another 100 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
The elders await you. They wish to test your resolve.
Also, we get to use Dark Enoch, so that's kind of cool. By the way, this isn't because I selected him, this is just... If you choose the default armor or any other armor, you're Dark Enoch here. He gets that cool smoke effect on his footsteps.
Back to heaven for judgment.
Well, all of them but Armorous, because
He's...
sucked into Dark Blender Land.
Yeah, he's totally dead.
Sad.
Have you changed your mind?
So apparently him, like, wearing the armor is like a sign of his, like, wavering resolve, and he's questioning if he's doing the right thing, and, like, if it's all worth it, because Armorous is dead, and if he can do it at all, and if it's worth the human suffering, and apparently that's supposed to be what's conveyed this way. It's kind of, but it also makes Enoch look like a complete dick.
Well, I mean, someone was willing to like an enemy was willing to sacrifice himself in order to save you because he saw selflessness.
Well, once again, that makes sense, but I don't think you understand how long he's gonna stay recovering like
He's
this.
not ready yet.
Is that Armorous?
No, that's Enoch
Alright.
again. Stuck in
I
kryptonite.
just wish it'd stop
Or
making this
carbonite,
girl
there we go.
wait. You can sense me, can you? Your awakening shouldn't be long now. Why don't you pray? If your voice reaches him, maybe you'll recover faster.
That Nephilim just seems completely chill about everything.
Yeah, it totally is.
That's really pretty.
Still no decision. I hadn't realized how much pain was in your heart.
So here's the thing.
Head for the
One
light,
of the
Enoch.
one of the angels mentions this. I think we might have missed it.
Rid
He
yourself
mentions
of the
that
vileness.
the time in heaven and the time on earth work differently. So if you spend a minute in heaven, it will be like a week on earth. So,
Remember, Enoch.
oh yeah, also we get to slap the fallen angels away from the fruits of wisdom again.
You said this wasn't going to come up anymore.
I forgot this level because it's not really memorable. The last level is the worst level in the game. This is the most boring level of the game.
Good follow-up, guys.
Yeah.
I applaud you.
To be quite honest, most of the highlights of this game have already passed, so maybe they were just like, well, maybe if no one finishes it, we'll get good reviews.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's been a year.
She's going to be dead by the time you get out.
By the way, if you want to completely deflate this whole thing, just think of the question, what the hell has she been eating, and how the hell has she survived in the tower for a year, not moved?
I'm just assuming she's eating enough.
Waiting for you.
I'm not sure if she needs to eat, to be quite frank.
Hard to tell. I don't know. Maybe Lucifer's like pumping nutrients in her. So I don't know.
Also, the blade things on Enoch's arms are way smaller than all of the other fallen angels, which disappoints me.
Oh, they're not a fallen angel.
Just a mook who's simultaneously more powerful than everyone else.
You're also chosen by God. Yeah, there was the time difference.
Yep. So here's what I mean by it kind of making Enoch out to be a dick, is that, like, yeah, it makes sense that you'd be a little conflicted after, like, someone who you thought was your enemy died and turned out to be a friend, stuff like that. At the same time, you have to remember, Council's still planning to flood the Earth and destroy all life. Like, that plan is still on, that's totally a go. And the entire reason we went down there was to kill the fallen angels and prevent that. And we're doing a hell of a lot of not doing that, so,
See, I really hope that little girl doesn't die. I can't stand multiple tragedies in a row.
Still undecided, Enoch?
Also, the Council has a really weird way of testing his resolve. Apparently they're like, you're conflicted about all this murder you've had to do. So maybe if you just walked down a really long path and then murdered some more people, maybe then you'd figure it out.
Very well. We can wait longer.
By the way, this path gets longer every time it shows up.
And it's really pretty.
It is really pretty, but it gets really fucking long.
For all those playing the drinking game, I will play once this is done.
For all those playing the drinking game, the rules change for this level. Every time someone mentions how boring this is, take a shot. And then
We beat this guy.
And then stop playing after this level's finished, because that's what everyone else did. Yeah, so anyway, this is a chance for them to recycle boss fights that they couldn't recycle. So, yeah, we get to fight Sariel again. You'll pay for this.
Here's awesome music.
Yeah, you'll pay for this, even though you killed me.
Wait, does that mean we're gonna fight Almaros?
Yes, it does.
Aw, dude, too soon. He just died. He just died tragically.
Also, I can't believe I dodged that. And
Yeah,
then I just super armored through the next one.
And you knocked him down as he was getting up.
I'm telling you, man, Fruits of Wisdom are okay. Beating a dude with your fists trumps everything.
See, no, why don't you just get your ass kicked? Because that knocks off crazy demon darkness on you.
Wait, what does the...
Yeah, get your ass kicked.
Because it doesn't knock down the darkness in his heart or something. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares about this level? Just, if you're playing the drinking game and you've made it this far, skip this level and keep going. You're not missing anything. Like, you're not missing anything for this game.
If you're playing this for drinking game, it is.
Yeah, if you're playing this for story, this is the one you have to pay attention to, because this is where everything happens and the tone shifts.
If you wanna keep playing the drinking game, just down 2 and call it quits for me.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
No. Kick Sariel in the face and listen to his badass music. Same thing.
Also, those circles in the background, supposedly those are the elders. So I like to think that while Enoch was like, huh, do I really want to go back? And I'm not quite sure about myself. They were like, we could just, like, fucking get Sariel back in here. Like, we have the soul, like, right over there. Let's just slap it in a new body and we'll have Enoch kick its ass. That'll be fun for a laugh. I mean, I'm already prepping the flood, but, gotta do something to unwind.
Well, I mean, it's been a long day. We've been torturing the shit out of Sariel, so let's just go have him get his ass kicked by the guy who basically caused him to be in prison, so... That's like double punishment. It's the same thing. Also, are you fighting in the one ring? What the hell?
Yes. Also, all flood, no play makes Angels a dull boy. So let's just have a snuff fight right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a whole bunch of fights where you don't have weapons. The rock paper scissors mechanic doesn't come into play, and you don't have Uriel. So this is actually more basic than we started.
Carry out
Carry out God's will with this guy you've already killed, and we're going to force you to kill again.
Also, you can die here. You can like permanently lose the game on this level where it's just supposed to be like, here's a whole bunch of things. You can do it, Enoch. You could just die, which I assume is just Enoch going just falling asleep in like the kryptonite.
See, I want to know what would happen in lore if he was just like, fuck it, flood the earth.
I don't know. Do it. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. Oh, also there's a save point here in the middle, and I honestly didn't expect it, which is why I was like, wait, what?
Passing seasons.
The girl. Let's just say she doesn't lose hope easily.
I'd have gone and
All
got
we can do
burned.
now is pray.
I was about to say, out of all the people who are like suffering right now, I feel like the worst for Lucifer because we were like making so much progress and going up this tower really fast and doing all this stuff, and now we're just hanging out here for a couple of years.
See, going up this tower really fast is sort of subjective when it took them 300 fucking years to climb the damn
The
thing.
fallen angels are regaining their power.
So yeah, not only are we not making progress, we're actually undoing progress that we were making before, because all of the fallen angels that exist that we haven't killed, and or haven't been eaten by Nephilim, or eaten by darkness, or eaten by other stuff, they're regaining their power and are becoming more powerful than they were when we stopped.
So all that progress you made on Azazel's armor is basically gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is anyway, because level select, but, like, hypothetically, it would be coming back to him anyway, and he'd be becoming more powerful than he was. Also Ezekiel, because she's the only one we've seen besides, you know, all the other ones that have been killed by stupid shit.
There's 4 of the 7 left. Because one got eaten by Nephilim, one got sacrificed to darkness, and that'd be this one.
Yeah.
And one we legitimately killed.
Also, I love Enoch's little, like, shake there. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill my best friend. Let's do this thing.
To be fair, if he was willing to do this, I'd be like, alright, he's probably dedicated.
Oh, also, Armoros gets some new moves. He gets a counter move, which
Something.
it just works the same way as everyone else. I think he does like a cool like dancing walk sort of thing towards you, but it, you know, it's the same shit as always. If
Yeah,
you
we saw it at the start.
yeah, if you see the aura, don't punch him because he'll just like kick you in the teeth. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, he moonwalks away. That's what it was.
He is Michael Jackson.
He is completely Michael Jackson.
It is in canon. Michael Jackson died saving the person he was going to save. Today.
Yeah.
Didn't die of drug overdose. That's not a cool enough way for the King of Pop to die.
Yeah, he died saving the world.
Yeah.
From himself, but you know, whatever. No one's perfect.
You can only do so much.
So anyway, now we fight Armoros again with our fists, and it's actually really hard, because...
I was about to say, he's kicking your ass this time.
Yeah, it's really hard to get in, because all of his attacks have like those little bubbles. Like, even his basic punches have like these little droplets, and if you get hit by those, it hurts the same as the regular attack. Also, I just combo his ass.
It's completely beautiful in the back.
Yeah, I actually like this place a lot better than where you actually fight him.
Yeah, it
Fits the
it's
motif.
really pretty.
Also, this is the point where I realized, wait a minute, that charge attack hits a whole bunch of times. And when they're on the ground, they can't stop me from doing it. So, punch, kick, 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 charge attack.
See, honestly, this is the sort of thing. It's like, that's too soon. Like if I was, I don't know, 50 years, but still.
Well, it's
That's
no
sort of a dick thing
excuse.
to do.
Thunder kick. He's still evil, sort of, relatively speaking. His continued existence was going to destroy all life on the planet, including himself.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like a Terminator thing, you know? It's like the Terminator originally was like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna kill John Connor. And spoiler, he kills John Connor. Then they send him back in time to save John Connor. He changed his mind.
I think that makes a little bit more sense than what's actually happening right now.
Time to
This isn't time travel, this is just time distortion. Because as the audience, this all feels like it could happen in like a day. but it's like, oh, well, from level 1 to level 2 is 300 years. And then climbing the tower is like 1 day until we hit here. And then this part is, spoiler alert, 10 years.
Jesus.
It takes him 10 years to make up his goddamn mind.
Well, yeah, but it's fast-forwarded.
Also, you know, not be evil anymore. Like, get all that shit off him and stuff. But, like, seriously, 10 years.
It didn't... It's... Okay, it's not like the 300-year thing. The 300-year thing was legitimately, for him, 300 years. Time sped up, so for all we know, this could have been like a week.
Well, for him, it's like... It's a while. It's made very clear that this isn't just like an afternoon. But on Earth, it's 10 years. So, like... Imagine this from the remaining fallen angel's perspective. Imagine if there was a crazy guy coming to kill you, and then he just stopped halfway for 10 years.
That's really pretty.
Also, Nana eventually stopped giving a fuck.
Can't blame her.
Because 10 years. Also, it's another one of those pig things that Ezekiel has. This is the final one. Apparently, there's only 3. Fula, Wula, and this one, which is probably named Bula or something.
Fula.
I don't know.
What the hell is that?
So anyway, more of, Oh, yeah, this part. I have to explain this part. Okay, so Sin, the leader of the Freemen, who we met very briefly in, like, a cutscene for, like, 10 seconds, he is wearing the mask of Ishtar, which is literally just Ishtar's skull strapped to his head. And he dies right here.
Thank you for hearing my story.
You didn't really do a whole lot for him.
No, not really. He's really important, just not to Enoch.
You? Are you God? So I shall go to heaven.
Well, it's good that he gets to go up.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I was mistaken for you again.
I love that line. I love how after this guy's dramatic death, Lucifer just pulls out his cell phone, flips it open, and is like, yeah. Anyway, so back to Enoch. Doing fuck all for 10 years. Oh yeah, so anyway, here we go.
Good God.
So the humans, the Freemen, eventually decide that with Enoch gone, they're just going to fight the fallen angels to the death. Which is a pretty good idea, because the alternative is getting flooded and everyone dies anyway. And Nana, being blind, this is the one scene where it kind of makes sense that she's blind, stumbles upon Sin's skull. And learning that Sin is dead, and seeing, like, Ishtar's skull and, like, feeling it or something like that, jolts her out of her made-up persona of Nana, and she reawakens as Ishtar. So, surprise, Nana was Ishtar the whole time, and now she's not blind, and she is really badass.
Oh.
Also keep in mind that she is not divine in any way. She is literally just a human who is really awesome.
So there's no more Freemen?
No, there's still tons of them.
They're just probably losing the battle against the fallen angels, because one side has angels and one side is men.
Yeah. So she basically becomes the leader of the Freemen.
She's Ishtar.
Whoever Ishtar is, we, like, don't know. Oh, also, this part weirds me out, because it looks like you're walking forward, kinda, but, like, the texture on the floor doesn't really change enough. So I honestly thought that with this ghost guy here, like, he was preventing me from moving forward, so I, like, try to shove him off the screen or off the path or something like that, but no, he just follows me.
Who is that?
It's, like, an angel, or it's one of the fallen dudes on Earth, or it's somebody, who cares? He shows up here to basically give us some information.
She overcame fear and doubt.
So yeah, Nana does all the things Enoch should do at this point, and becomes completely badass, and then Enoch is continuing walking forever.
The strength of her soul brought about a miracle.
Yo, Enoch, take a hint.
Maybe if you do something instead of walking forward for 10 years.
The burden that choice inflicts upon the human heart.
Pretty sure Armorhouse understands.
So this is bringing up the whole, like, humans are better than angels because angels can't choose and they can't feel emotions properly and all this stuff.
I will put an end to this false world.
So purified?
Yep, now we're back. Enoch hearing that made up his mind and quit screwing around for 10 years.
It was less than 10 years for him.
Not for everyone on Earth. Like, 10 years of Freeman died.
Well, they should have had like a clock for him and been like, yo, jackass, make up your mind.
So, while we're recycling boss fights that we can't recycle, here's Dark Enoch.
You see the weapon now.
So yeah, now here's where that whole, he still has like the alignment thing going on.
You go right for the counterplay.
No actually, I go right for the Veil. Which is the wrong choice. Should be going for the Gale, because he is currently in Arch mode. I think as soon as I finish punching him, I realize this. Also, the halo on their head, I learned what that means. It tells you how effective your current weapon is against them. Red is bad, purple is okay, and blue is good. So, if there's a blue halo over their head, you have the right weapon. If it's a red one, wrong weapon. And if it's purple, you're doing average, I guess.
Yeah, but the ability to block all this shit's still nice.
Also, I do a lot of perfect guards on this guy, where there's like the lens flare and stuff like that. Knocks him right out of his attacks. Yeah, here's the point where I'm like, oh, maybe I should like switch weapons or something.
Question. You get Uriel in this.
No.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he's still not allowed to help you.
My
Also,
continuity demands it.
Dark Enoch is still stupid good at guarding. Like, even with your way faster attacks, he could still guard his way out of it. To be fair, he's probably one of the harder boss fights. Come on, me, just grab the Gale. I didn't think it took me this long.
Well, you gotta punch yourself in the chest.
Grab the Gale,
This
it's right
is
over
where
there.
You take out all of your aggression that you put on yourself when you were playing the game. Because you get to see yourself beat yourself up.
Let's be fair, if you're taking out any aggression from this game, it's because of the last 2 levels. Well, this level and the last level, so I guess it's the last 1 level.
Changes. Oh, never mind.
This is the second phase where you can change. Also, not having any of your spinning shit. Alright now.
Yeah, that time.
See, I was on a roll here. Then he switches to Veil, and I realize I'm using the wrong weapon. Then, I think from this point on, I hard count that.
I'd hope so.
So, Veil is weak to Arch. Dodge that stupid attack, grab Arch. Grab Arch. There we go.
Atta boy. Well, at least this time you're not dealing 1-for-1 damage. You have the option to deal more.
Also, I love that the camera changed even though, like, I just blocked it. Now it's in Gale mode, which means I switch to the Veil. Wrong button.
Purify your weapon.
Gotta slap it first. There we go. To be fair, this is where you can inflict the most damage, because all of his attacks just spawn stuff and then he stands there like a mook.
Yeah, you do a lot of standing there like a mook in this. You think you would understand after beating up a couple people who stood there like mooks? That's a bad idea. Seriously, that sounds like the Zerg Overlord.
It's supposed to be Belial, who I have no idea who he is in terms of this story, because he's never really introduced.
Well, to be fair, on the long list of things that aren't explained, which could be its own drinking game.
Oh, it couldn't. It's like 3 things.
Yes, and
Methuselah, Seta, and Belial.
Well, chug a 2-liter. That'll kill you. Do something.
So yeah, this is the same boss fight we had last time.
This version of it seems significantly easier.
It is, because you can use the weapon weaknesses, which does a lot more damage.
I'm just gonna stand there kicking the air while you bombard me with god missiles. That was cool.
Also, you can dash through his attacks, which is really sweet. And because he has no counter move, there's really no excuse for not, just jumping in the air and spamming projectiles.
He's a lot of perfect armor, but...
It's like, what's he gonna do? Hit you with his stupid ram attack. That's what he's gonna do.
I could see how the arch would be useful there, because you could just hover in the air and not give a fuck all over the place.
Pretty much.
See, this is sort of area where the counters actually begin to make a lot of sense, because his moves can be directly countered by some of the shit you do here.
Yeah. And it's a boss with 3 forms as opposed to just regular enemies that happen to fall into one of those categories. So it's really easy to figure out, oh, I need to switch now. I don't know. This boss fight and the Transformer boss fight, I think, are probably like the 2 best boss fights, if only because they encourage that. Whereas all the other boss fights in the game are just kind of like, use Div 11, I guess.
You'll figure it out. Or you won't.
I didn't the first time, it just made every boss fight a lot longer. So, we hit that guy so hard that that arch flew from heaven and lands on Earth. And she's so badass at this point that she can use it and purify it.
Why didn't God send her?
Because she's just a human. What's a human gonna do? Apparently a lot, but...
With the
Enoch's
loss
a
of
human.
sin and you, Ishtar has
Yeah, but he's special, because he was, like, dead, and then he, like, wrote a bajillion books, and then read a bajillion books, and then talked to Armoros, and caused this whole damn thing to begin with.
Enoch.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, she was dead and then became a child and then awoke as a badass. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't think about it.
Think back to how you served as a scribe in
It's
heaven.
like John Connor being his... Oh, his...
Your
I don't know.
heart has now chosen free will and found the strength to use it.
Took you a decade. Good job, asshole.
Yep.
Still
anyway.
really pretty.
Back to walking on the incredibly long path.
Remaining people on Earth.
Well, at least you slightly
Until
read
the
it, so.
council abandons its plan to flood the world.
So here's something funny. I'm not sure if this actually works, but I'm pretty sure it will. If you choose, like, any other armor, it shows up instead of the, like, this armor when, like, the dark armor breaks off after, like, Nana talks to you. So I would have liked to use the dark armor here, so it just chips off and then it's like, nope, still here.
10 years.
Decade. He is patient.
Talk about taking your time.
So he's just been standing here for 10 years?
Yes.
Are we gonna see Enoch say more things than everything's fine?
Rise up, Enoch.
You're like, yo,
How you doing, Enoch? Don't
But I
worry,
miss.
everything's fine. No, he's...
so are they still in the tower or what the hell?
Yep. We're above Armoros' realm and below whatever realm is above that.
Let's see what you got.
Who cares? Fuck that level.
He didn't even get. God damn it.